Hello, welcome to online classes children. Today in class 6 maths chapter 7 fractions we are going to study about simplest form of a fraction and numericals. Okay. So the first one is simplest form of a fraction. Children, you can see here a fraction is said to be in simplest form or lowest form if its numerator and denominator have no common factor except 1. Okay, so examples you can see here 3 by 2, 2 by 5 and 7 by 4. All these fractions are having only 1 as their common factor. So these are said to be in simplest form. Next is equivalent fraction children. I taught you this. I'll just have a recap of this. You can see here some square boxes are given and the first one is divided into two equal parts and the first half is shaded with blue color. In the second square box it is divided into 4 equal parts and the two boxes are colored with yellow, and the third one 6 boxes are there in this square box and 3 are colored with green. So if I want to write the fraction of this colored square boxes, what will I write? Yes, I will write it like 1 by 2 for the first one. I'll write for 2 by 4 for the second one, and for the third one I'll write 3 by 6. Okay, so you can see here in all the square boxes half of the square boxes are shaded with a color. Okay, so what will I write an equivalent fraction? Equivalent fraction represents the same part of a whole. As you can see here, all the boxes are representing the same part which are colored. Okay, so equivalent fraction represents same part of a whole. So 1 by 2, 2 by 4, 3 by 6 all are representing the same part of the whole. Okay, so here also half is colored, here also half is colored, and here also half is colored. So these all are equivalent fractions. Let us solve some examples from exercise 7.3. The first question is question number 3. Replace box in each of the following by the correct number. So the first one is 2 by 7 equal to 8 by, this box is there, you have to fill the value in this box. Okay, so first of all, for getting the value of this box we have to cross multiply these values. Okay, so 7 is multiplied by 8 and this box is multiplied by 2. So we will get as 2 into box. Okay, we don't know the value over here, so we have written the box. Okay, we need to find this. So and 8 into 7, so we have written here. Okay, so now again 2 into this box is there, and you can see here 8, we can write it as 2 into 4. Okay, so 2 into 4, that is equal to 8. So we have replaced 8 by 2 into 4, and this 7 is multiplied here again. Now you can see here children, 2 into this box as it is written, as we have written in the above steps, same way it is written here also. And this side you can see 2 is there and 4 into 7 is 28. Why we are writing it like this? Because afterwards we will compare these two sides, left hand sides and the right hand side. Okay, so here also 2 is there, so here also we are bringing 2 and the next number is 28. Now when we compare both the sides, we get here by comparison the box is equal to 28. Okay, the value of this box is equal to 28. So you can see here is also 2, here is also 2, then multiplication sign is there both the ways, and here is a box and here is 28. So automatically this sign equal to shows that left hand side is equal to right hand side. So the box value will be equal to 28. Then only both the sides will come equal. So we got the answer as 2 by 7 equal to 8 by 28. Okay. Next question is 5 by 8 equal to 10 by the box. Children, either we can solve this question by the comparison method or simply we can cross multiply it like this and we can solve and we can find. Okay, so let us see the second way how we can solve it. That is 5 into the box equals to 10 into 8. When we are cross multiplying this, 5 into this box and 10 into 8. Okay, so when we are multiplying we get this step. Okay, after this, when this 5 which is multiplied by this box, when we are taking this to the other side of the equal to sign, the multiplication will change into division. Okay, that is why we have written 10 into 8 whole divided by 5. Okay, so now we will multiply 10 into 8, that is 80, divided by 5 as it is written 5. Okay, so when we will divide 80 divided by 5, we will get 16 as our answer. So the value of the box is coming 16. So you can see here our answer is 5 by 8 is equal to 10 by 16. So this is our answer. Next question shows find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5 having denominator 20. So children, you can see here we need to find equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. As I already taught you what is equivalent fraction. So we need to find a condition is given that the denominator should be 20 and we need to find the numerator. Okay, so what we will do here, we will again find the value of the box as we have done in the previous question. Okay, so we will cross multiply these values. This 20 we will multiply it by 3 and divided by 5 is already written there, so only box is remaining here. Okay, so we get this form. Okay, so 20 into 3 will give you 60 and divided by 5. So 60 divided by 5 is equal to 12. So we got the answer of this box as 12. So our answer is 3 by 5 is equal to 12 by 20, which is our equivalent fraction of 3 by 5. Okay. Next question is numerator should be 9. Okay, so 3 by 5 is the question given here. We have to find the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5 which is having numerator as 9. Okay, now we have to find denominator. So simply what again we have to do, we have to find the value of this box. So let us take this box this side and this 3 will come down and this 5 will be multiplied by 9 when we are interchanging by cross multiplying the values. Okay, so we will get 9 into 5 divided by 3. 9 into 5 divided by 3, then the value of this box will come. So 9 5s are 45 divided by 3 will give you 15. So 3 by 5 is equal to 9 by 15. The denominator we got here is 15, the value of the box. Okay, so the equivalent fraction of 3 by 5 is 9 by 15. Next question, question number 5. Find the equivalent fraction of 36 by 48 with numerator 9. Okay, again the numerator is 9 and the denominator we need to find out. So 36 by 48 is given. So again what we can do, we can cross multiply this box we have taken to the numerator. When the denominator goes left hand side, it becomes numerator. Okay, left hand side of the equal to, it becomes numerator, and this numerator we will bring it to denominator here. Okay, and this 48 is multiplied by 9. So we get here 48 into 9 divided by 36. Then our value of the box will come. So dividing 48 and 36 by 12. Okay, you can see here 48 and 36 both can be divided here by 12, and we will write into 9 as it is. So when 48 is divided by 12, we get 4, and when into 9 is written as it is, and when 36 is divided by 12 we get 3. Okay, so numerator and denominator 48 by 36 both we are dividing it by 12, we get 4 and 3 at the denominator. So now our calculation is easy. So we can easily multiply 4 into 9, we get 36, and divided by 3 we will get 12. Okay, so the value of the box we get here is 12. So the equivalent fraction of 36 by 48 is 9 by 12. Okay, so here we got 9 by 12. Next question is check whether the given fractions are equivalent or not. Okay, so first of all, the fraction is 5 by 9 and 30 by 54. So for finding the equivalent fraction, we need to cross multiply for checking that whether the two fractions are equivalent or not. We need to cross multiply the values. If both the sides, that is left hand side and right hand side, come equal, then our fractions are equivalent. So you can see here, children, when 5 is multiplied by 54 and 9 is multiplied by 30 over here. Okay, so 5 into 54 will give you 270 and 30 into 9 will again give you 270. So you got here left hand side is equal to right hand side. So this condition is true over here. So that is why our fractions 5 by 9 and 30 by 54 are equivalent fractions. One more example, if we solve, you can see here again 3 by 10 and 12 by 50. Again we will cross multiply the values and we will check whether they are coming equal or not. If they are equal, that means they are equivalent. Okay, so you can see here 3 is multiplied by 50 and 10 is multiplied by 12 over here. So 3 into 50 will give you 150 and 12 into 10 will give you 120. So you can see here, children, that 150 is not equal to 120. So we get here left hand side is not equal to right hand side. That is why our fractions 3 by 10 and 12 by 50 are not equivalent fractions. Question number 7, reduce the following fraction to simplest form. The question is given as 48 by 60. So first of all, for finding the simplest form, we need to find the highest common factor. Okay, so that we can divide. So 48 by 60, first of all, we will find the factors of 48, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, 16, 24, 48. Okay, these all are the factors of 48. And similarly for factors of 60, I have written all the factors of 60, you can see here, and the common factor we get in both of this is 2, 3, 6 and 12. So highest common factor is 12 over here. Okay, so you can see here we get highest common factor as 12. Now to find the simplest form, we need to divide 48 by 60 by HCF, that is 12. So we will divide 48 by 60 by 12. So we get 48 divided by 12, we get 4 here, and 60 divided by 12 we get 5. So the simplest form of 48 by 60 is 4 by 5. Okay, so this is our simplest form. This is one of the way we can find. Another way you can see here, children, our question is 150 by 60. So simply we can simplify this. We can reduce the value. You can see here both can be divided by 10. So we have first divided it by 10. So 15 divided by 10 we get 15 and 60 divided by 10 we get 60. Now again 15 and 6 can more be divided. Okay, so it can be divided by 3. So 15 divided by 3 we get 5 and 6 divided by 3 we get 2. Now we cannot divide anymore. Now the common factor of 5 and 2 is only 1. So this is only our simplest form. So hence the simplest form of 150 by 60 is 5 by 2. Next question says Ramesh had 20 pencils, Shilu had 50 pencils and Jamal had 80 pencils. After 4 months, Ramesh used up 10 pencils, Shilu used up 25 pencils and Jamal used up 40 pencils. Okay, so what fractions did each use up? Check if each has used up an equal fraction of her or his pencils. Okay, so first of all we will write number of pencils Ramesh had is equal to 20, number of pencils he used up is equal to 10. So what is the fraction now? The fraction of pencils he used up is 10 by 20, 10 out of 20. Similarly, we will write for Shilu, number of pencils Shilu had is equal to 50, number of pencils she used up is equal to 25, and fraction of pencils she used up is 25 by 50. Now we will write for Jamal. Number of pencils Jamal had was 80 and number of pencils he used up is equal to 40. So fraction of pencils he used up is equal to 40 by 80. So children, you can see here Ramesh used 10 by 20, that is equal to half of the total pencils he had. Okay, then again Shilu used is 25 by 50 again, which is half of the total. So we have again reduced and written half, and again you can see here Jamal had 40 by 80. So again out of the total he used up half, so we have written half. So you can see each one are using equal part of the whole. Okay, so that is why these all are equivalent fractions. So we get our answer as thus each one of them have used equal fraction of their pencils. So therefore each of them have used equal part of their pencils, total pencils what they had. So these are the home assignments, children. Please do complete your copies and please do write all the questions what we have discussed. Thank you.